Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Embrace the Opposite. I'm Andrew. Before we get into the topic today, please like, please subscribe, please share if you feel inclined to do so. Topic today is the love languages, the 5 love languages. So since I've gotten married, and maybe even before that, I find myself very enamored and inspired by the idea of marriage. Not marriage how any really state or government body describes it, but marriage in the idea of two people that love one another coming together to explore the myriad of ways in which they can love each other. And through that process, really developing a oneness. I'm just completely enthralled with that idea. So in part with that is this concept of caring for that other person to the best of your ability. Well, many times when we do that, we tend to love the other person in the way that we would best receive love, and that can create some issues. So there was this guy, Gary Chapman, who wrote this book called The 5 Love Languages, and basically the idea is that each of us, based on how we were raised, based on our character, or based on our DNA, has a different way to best receive love, kind of packaged especially for us. What we do most times and what happens most times is that the way that we best like to receive love, that is the best way we give love. So we have a partner, and I'll run through the 5 love languages. It's acts of service, it's receiving gifts, words of affirmation, physical touch, and quality time. And so those are the 5 love languages. And so let's say, for example, and I'll give you guys an example of my own relationship in marriage. My wife asked me to do this very early on in our dating process, and she said, I want you to take this quiz. And so I took the quiz, and you can go online and take the quiz for yourself, and I would highly suggest it. But you go online, you take the quiz, and you find out basically what are your top 2 or 3 love languages. So my first one was words of affirmation, and I think my second one was physical touch. Her first one was physical touch, and her second one was acts of service. And so this information is vital because it helps you understand how the other person would best receive your attention, your affection, and your love. I think what happens a lot is, if I'm words of affirmation, I'm telling my wife, hey, thank you for cleaning the kitchen, or thank you for getting our son ready for today, or you're doing such a great job with this, that, and the other. And she's like, that's great, but you're not rubbing my back, you're not grabbing my hand when we're out at the mall, you're not giving me a foot rub while we're watching Handmaid's Tale or something, and so it matters. It matters how we show love to each other. And I think I've had conversations with people about this, and I think it can kind of go both ways. So on one side of it, you're saying, well, I have this information, but on the other side, you're saying, I have this information, if I don't do it, then I'm kind of held more responsible. And I think that's a natural reaction to have, but I also think that it's something that we need as couples, right? It's something that we have to take up the mantle of being experts at loving our partner. And if we can do that, there's this, I always tell my wife, I say, if somebody had to learn how to love you, they should come to me, because I should have the PhD in how to love you. I should have my doctorates in loving you. And I think that's how we should approach our closest relationships. And what's great is I did this for my nephew, I did it for my sister, for my dad, for my mom. You can have everybody take the quiz, and you can kind of find out which love languages they have. So guys, that's what I wanted to share today. I hope it was helpful. Please, again, don't forget to like and share, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.